Okay, this is how we record the red zone music. So if we look at the project brief, it says red zone musical features, mood, creepy or dark. And we need pizzicato strings melody moving by step up or down a chromatic scale starting on C. And the second part, we need a cello pedal note on a C using the strings sustain instrument on note C1. Now I'm going to start with the cello note because this is the easier part to do. And this is maybe the first time that you've used this live loops view. So this is very simply how we do it. We're working on the red zone, so we need to look in that column. And we need to record the note onto the cello. So look up the column of the red zone until you get to the cello track, tap on it. So you can see I've tapped once. When you tap a second time, you get two options, record or edit. We're going to go to record. As we press that, then the piano instrument will appear from the bottom, and you can see I've got C1 at the bottom here. I've preset the instrument to be able to play for you there, and all you do is record it in the same way you would have recorded before. So we press the red button at the top, and it will count us in 4 beats, and then all we need to do is actually hold the C1 note down for the whole of the 4 bars to create a pedal note. So a pedal note is a harmonic device where the bass note doesn't change at all. Okay, here we go. Now you'll see something a little bit different here at the top of the screen. We don't have a brick wall button anymore because that was for the tracks layout, but we do have a button that's the live loops, and that's the one with the 12 dots on it. So I'm going to press that to hide my instrument. Then I'm going to tap on the mix button. You're used to that from before. Go to track settings, quantization, straight, and the quantization value for that, because I just want it to absolutely start at the beginning of beat 1, is going to be 1/4. If it's flashing like that, it could be that I just haven't pressed stop properly after I've recorded. So to play it, press the button to the left of play to rewind to the beginning, and then tap the green square that you've just recorded, and it plays it back. And as I said before, it will play it continuously. So if you don't stop it, it'll just keep repeating it every time that kind of clock face idea goes round. But we'll press the square at the top to stop. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's look at the pizzicato violins. Now, if your screen is, I know your screen's a little smaller than mine, so I'm going to close the mix button for the moment. And let's go into the pizzicato violin. So tap once, and then tap again, and go to record. And it's come up again at the bottom of the screen, like it will on yours. And this time, I want to talk to you about chromatic notes, because chromatic literally means play every note, black and white, up or down the piano, like this. So that's what a chromatic scale sounds like. Okay, so all you have to do in this task now is you have to be able to play in time to that click, so that and you have to create a melody using a chromatic scale. So if I rewind it to the beginning, that's really important to find that button with the triangle next to a line at the top, and then press record. Press the square to stop, rewind it to the beginning, and then listen back to that part by tapping on the square. It's almost in time, but it's not quite in time, so let's quantize it. I could quantize that, again as in the same way, because I'm using just crotchet beats, so 1/4 would be fine. Rewind it to the beginning and press play and check it's in time. And it's much better. Press the square to stop. Now, at this point, I can test my red zone button. And I've just realised that my piano's still on the screen, which you might not be able to see your green boxes. So press the 12 button at the top, the 12 dot button, to get rid of the piano. Just like in the same way you used to press the brick wall button. And now at the bottom of the screen, you can press the red zone button. And you'll hear those two loops together. Press the red zone button again to ask them to stop. If you decide after you've recorded that you like it, but you need to edit the notes, this is how you edit it. In the bottom left hand corner of the screen, there's a pencil pointing at 4 squares. If we tap on that, it goes blue. Then if you tap on the square that you just recorded, you've now got some other options, including edit. So we tap on edit, and this is now more familiar. So then we can tap and tap again and go to edit here. And I really liked it until it got towards the end, because it stopped moving by step, which is what we have to do to pass this task. So I can move these notes around so that they move, and you can see that they're using every row on the grid because they're moving chromatically by step. Let's rewind that to begin and listen to it. For me, that's a little bit better. Now at this point, there is a big jump, just a gap at the halfway point, but that's kind of like 2 phrases. So we've got a first half and a second half, so that's absolutely fine. Once you've edited it, you can press done, and press done again, and it goes back to that view that we were at before. Then what you must remember to do is the bottom left hand corner where it's blue, just tap that again, and it comes out of edit mode. Now, just as a little bit of an extra demonstration, I'm just sliding my finger down where the instrument panel is at the side there. And if you need to find the names again, by the way, you just hold on to where the instruments are and drag it to the right, and you can see the names and volumes come up. So if we were starting this walkthrough, we'd start in the core. So let me show you how that would work. So if we were in the core, we press the core button, and get the core music. We're imagining our character having a look around, and then they decide to go into the red room, so we tap on that. You'll notice it didn't go straight into the red zone music. There's a slight delay, and that's to make sure that they still function in time one after another, which is really clever. And then we'll go back to the core. So it is a really, really interesting kind of way of working, and you're creating these different zones, these different themes within the zone, and editing it to make all the musical parts fit together perfectly.